Hi students. We have been discussing all week the topic of the world of TV and the different topics that we can see. Now, while you are watching TV, what did you watch lately? What do you have? What are the programs that you can see and you feel that you can relate to the words and the things that you have learned throughout the unit? So it is very useful while you are watching TV just to try to recall the words and the expressions that you have learned and relate them to reality and the things that you like to watch. So we have a lot of words that we have learned. You can see that we have here abrupt and animated. We have prominent and untimely. We have also delusions and capture, hard to swallow as a phrase. We have also, yes, prestigious and idiosyncratic. We can see just. We have also here a dime of a dozen or a dime a dozen, and we have your doze off. So mainly here, you can just try to recall what you have learned, and while you are watching TV, try to just relate and give yourself your own examples. Okay, now here, this is a paragraph. I'm going to read it very quickly. It is, of course, associated with the topic, and you can see that there are colored parts. So I'm going to read it and try to notice something while I'm reading. In the world of entertainment, television is a winner. It is classic and modern at the same time. It is suitable for all ages and tastes. The best thing about it is that you can find whatever you want while sitting in your home. Have you ever watched the scientific channel and discovered new things? Or wanted to know what's happening in the world and turned on the news? Have you ever tried a movie night at home by turning on the TV? If you are looking for a recipe to cook, turn on the TV. If your younger ones are bored, take the remote and turn on the TV. It's a wonder just by one click you can be somewhere else or see someone else. Television, without doubt, is the crown of entertainment. Now the colored parts, they have all passed by us in our units. And this is something that I'm going to just give you 1 minute more to recall. There is something while I was reading, if you noticed, it's not about speed or how fast or how slow I was going on. But if you can see that while I was reading, and the same thing is within my speaking here, that it is all connected or they are all linked, the words together. So there are no spaces. You can see while we are just reading or just looking at here the text that the spaces are very clear between each word and word. But maybe you have not realized before, while you are reading or speaking, we do not concentrate on these spaces and you do not just chop the words between each word and word. So basically here, we do not read in the world of entertainment, television is a winner. We don't read like that. We say, in the world of entertainment, television is a winner. So here, they are all linked together. Now back to the colored parts here, you can see that these colored parts are the same parts that we have learned in the pronunciation before. Now we took in Unit 1 the letter R and how to pronounce it by curling your tongue. And we took the ED also by identifying the 3 sounds of the ED. And also in Unit 3, we had the consonant clusters and how 2 or 3 consonants can join together in one word and they just team up and to give you a kind of flow, or there's just one sound that just goes together while pronunciation. Now here, this is something that you have to just adopt to, and it's not just a lesson or just to focus one time. It's something that goes naturally, and once you practice and you get used to it, It is something that will come out very naturally with you. It doesn't even have to be remembered or recalled. Now, moving on, we have this question. While watching TV, have you ever noticed how native speakers speak English? So, as I said here in the reading part, we do not chop the words. We do not just put spaces between our reading parts or while I am just going past the text. It's the same thing with the native speakers here. You can see that they just link the words together. It comes out very naturally with them, that you see that there is a kind of connection between the words, and this is actually something that we will also discuss in our lesson. Have you ever noticed that how they pronounce the words? So we are going to go back to how they pronounce them. You can remember the consonant clusters and how they join the clusters together. And just to remind you more, we have here also these, to make it more clear, we have here either 2 letters or 3 letters, actually 3 consonants together, that give you the flow that we talked about before. How can you become more natural when speaking English? So to become like a native speaker or to become more natural, you have to focus on all the parts that you have learned. So you have to know how to join between the R and how to pronounce all the sounds of the ED, and also join your clusters or the consonant clusters together. And also we are going to add something more here. So we are going to go pass by this one and just note that we are going to speak like native speakers. So this is why we have here, how can you make your sentences flow? So from here, the picture or the slide that you can see here, that there is a kind of flowing here. This is the natural part that I am talking about in English. So here, while I am speaking to you, I'm not just actually explaining. I want you just to focus on how I am speaking to you now. And you can realize that there are no spaces while I am speaking. There is no spaces unless I am being quiet, or there's a kind of comma, there is a full stop, there's, the intonation parts that we have here while we are speaking, the tone that you are using. But as sentences and as words, they are given together, there is this flow, there is this connection, there's no chopped spaces between the words that we say. So we are going to focus especially on vowels in our lesson today. We are going to actually do the same thing that we did in consonant clusters. There are vowels that you have to just join together, but the difference, that consonant clusters, they were in the same word, either 2 consonants or 3 consonants. But the vowels, no. We're going to see how. So here we have, this is the script that we listened to yesterday. Actually, just a part of it. So see here with me. I am satisfied with the design. It certainly lives up to our expectations. Naturally, there are aspects that will contribute to a positive atmosphere. It was really frustrating to have to compromise the style of the design in order to meet functional needs at times. Finally, the team decided to go back to the drawing board and came up with 3 wonderful options. Naturally, they were presented to the board and we chose this one. It's a long process, but at the end, it all comes together. We invited a team to contribute to our new premises in a way that would signal our green policies. The awesome choice regarding the design was made by the whole board. I do like it, and I think it is quite efficient in practice. My only opinion about it is that it is not modern enough. Now, if you can see the whole circles here that we have, they are between 2 words. If you focus more or you concentrate more on the words here, you would notice that one of these letters or the word is a vowel, and the beginning of the other word is a vowel. So the first one, I stands alone. So let's just see the other one. Now we have here 2 hour expectations. You can see that the end of the first word is a vowel and the beginning of the second word is a vowel. Here is the same thing. We have here the end and the beginning. We have the end and the beginning, end, beginning, and so on. So here the basic idea is that one word will end with a vowel and the other one will start with a vowel. Here there is the link that I told you about. So we are going to pronounce them together again. We do not say I am satisfied. We say I am satisfied. I am satisfied. We do not say 2 hour expectations. We say 2 hour expectations. 2 hour expectations. There are aspects. There are. So you can see that there is a link. It's like that we are joining the words together. This is how native speakers speak, and this is the kind of flow and the natural tone that they use within their speaking. To a positive atmosphere. To a positive atmosphere. The style of the design. Came up. The end. We invited. We invited. To our new premises. In a way. In a way, not in a way, in a way. Together. The awesome. Not the awesome. There's no awesome, no. The awesome. By the whole board. Quite efficient. My only. Not my only, my only. So it's all together. Now here, learn how to make your speaking more natural by linking. So just remember a train. If you can see that the train has many parts, so this one is connected to other, connected to other. Each one is connected to the one before, and this is what makes it very smoothly moving, and it just flows together. It's like a train when it just moves on together. So learn how to link. The basic word here is going to be linking. In your book, we have here how to link words together that end with a vowel and start with another vowel. So your objectives are, first, to differentiate words that end and begin with the same vowel sound from other words, and we're going to go back and see what's the meaning of the same vowel sound. We have number 2, to pronounce and link words that have the same vowel sound. So first we are going to differentiate, then we are going to pronounce and link together. Yes. Now here, when a word that ends in a vowel sound is followed by a word that begins with the vowel sound, the words are naturally linked by inserted Y, by an inserted Y or a Y sound. Listen and practice. So you are going to listen to me, and inshallah you are going to practice with me as well. So when we link these words together, they give a kind of W sound or a Y sound in the linking part. And this is what you will notice, inshallah. Yes, now you have here, these examples are the exact examples that you have in your book. Now we are going to see the first one. We do not say hello and welcome. We say hello and. Again, repeat, hello and. Hello and welcome. So they are linked together, and see that there is a kind of W sound. Also in your book, they put a small W or a Y just to give you the tone of the pronunciation. Also, we have here, welcome to our new offices. Try to pronounce it twice. One time say, to our offices. And the second time, to our. To our. So here, it's not about speed or saying the word very fast or the words very fast. It's not connected with speed. It's connected with how to make it flow, how to link the words together, and you will see how natural it comes out. Yes, number 2, we have here, one time, I am very happy. And then try again, I am. I am, I am. You see the difference? I am very happy. Number 3, the design lives up to our expectations. It's the same as before, to our. Let's see number 4. In the end. Pronounce it, in the end. And then again, in the end. Slower, in the end. Slower, in the end. So you can see that I linked the words together, even if it is slower. As I said, it's not connected with the speed. Then the last one, my only complaint. Then link my only. Also differentiate my only complaint, my only complaint. So it's supposed to be very natural with you when we say my only complaint, is that the new one is not modern enough. It comes very fluently and it comes very naturally. It comes with the flow, as we said. So put in mind the train that is linking and how the flow is going naturally. After that, now when you do this and you link the words that have vowels together, it will make your pronunciation smooth, not choppy, there's no space between the words, and at the same time you are not speaking like a robot. Now maybe you have first differentiated between the natural voices and the robotic voices that we use sometimes in our speaking, in the conversation or in the listening parts. You can distinguish between the voice if it is human or robotic. Why? Because we have here, this is the kind of space that we are talking about that you can listen to in the robotic text that is not found in the human voice. Okay, so just link your sound, especially vowels, correctly. Like here you have here, just read this one. Read before I pronounce it. We have here these 2 words. And remember that we have here, we are not focusing on the letters. So actually, I don't care about the letters. I'm not focusing on the letters. I am focusing on the sound of the letters. So here, I'm not saying go over, not go over, go over. So this is the link that we are talking about. And when you pronounce it several times, you will just realize the W sound that we have here. Go over. Go over. Got it? Okay, we have here. Now also this is a text. We have here in this example. Now I'm going to read it first of all, chopped. We even go over to see examples of native speakers. And then again, we even go over to see examples of native speakers. If you want it more slower, we even go over to see examples of native speakers. So as I said, it is not connected to speed. So we have here speaking with flow doesn't mean speaking faster. We have here also, there's another example. You can see here, she asked, linked. Not she asked. You see the difference? She asked or she asked. She asked me why I wanted to try yesterday. I read it very slowly. And again, for you, just to try one more time with me and practice. She asked me why. Me why. I wanted to try yesterday. Try yesterday. It's linked. Okay, so this is something that you can go and get used to very easily. Yes, now these are the 5 parts that we have learned. Now in pronunciation, learn how to share vowel sounds. Also, to link words together, we are linking. How to sound more natural, not robotic. How to make sounds flow together. And now you are practicing, but later on, you will get to it and you will get used to how to speak very fluently and have this kind of flow that I am talking about. And the last thing, to speaking is different than writing. So as I said, that speaking doesn't have the spaces between like that we have in writing or in reading. So we have here the lessons that we took. We have 4 parts in our pronunciation. Just make sure that you always relate and you always talk and speak, putting in mind the R sound, the ED, the consonant clusters, and also how to link using your vowels. So at the end, when you do all these together, you will be like a native speaker. So just keep on practicing and you'll get there.